Hello, my Canadian friends. I'm just checking my mic, and today's reading is all about what's going to happen or what are the energies around you in October 2019. So, I have a couple of decks for you to choose from. So, as you're watching this reading, just giving you a little bit of choice so it's more, it resonates more with more people. So, I have deck number one, which is this small, tiny gray deck number one. And the second deck is a deck number two, which is a larger brown deck with a pentacle in the middle. So I'm going to begin with deck number one, and I'm going to pull some cards to show me the energies that are available to you or there for you as a Cancerian. So, Cancerian sun, moon, rising. You may resonate with this reading. If you don't resonate, please do discard it. You don't have to force it to fit. This is a general reading. So these are the energies around your sign. But there are so many layers to this thing that I would really advise you to get a private reading if you feel called to, guided to do that. With myself, I do offer private readings. So as I'm shuffling, I am connecting to the Cancerian energy. Um, and I'm going to go ahead and keep doing that. Spirit. Um, what is the guidance for Cancerians or in a relationship right now? In a romantic relationship and romantic connection. And if you are watching this, please do subscribe to my feed so that you get notifications when I'm back online. I'd love to hear your comments or posts. This is a live reading, so you can actually post something here. Um, okay. So the moon is pretty significant for you in October, and the moon shows mysteries of the unconscious mind, and it also shows that there is a mystery around you. Um, I right away I feel that Cancerians, you may be going through some healing and emotional healing or learning to detach yourself. I see that maybe another water sign has not been emotionally available to you. It could be another water sign because I do see the water sign, the King of Cups here. So this person may not be emotionally available, emotionally there for you. There is a sense of rejection, a sense of being left out in the cold, somebody not there for you. So feeling of being alone or you know almost like being used, and somebody kind of really taking advantage of you when it came to your feelings, to your resources, to your finances. um, and sometimes it can mean that you may be having to invest quite your resources or your money in something, and it could be a health issue. Even though I don't read for particularly for health issues, but it could be a time of financial hardship as well that could be affecting your relationship. I see that there are a lot of you know, uh, unpleasant nights or difficult emotions going through your mind at this time. Finances may be on top of your mind, but you're also surrounded by friends. You're also surrounded by people who care about you. And there are these celebratory, happy times also coming into your life. So overall, the energies are difficult, and challenging when it comes to your relationship. You may have some fears, And it seems like they are fears about other connections, that your spouse or your significant other may have, because they may be coming across as a little bit emotionally withdrawn, as a little bit not that available to you. There is a sense of mystery of not quite knowing where things are going in your relationship, and not feeling fully understood when it comes to your feelings and emotions. And you may be struggling right now to kind of get a sense of detachment from the energies around you and from the situation in your relationship. So as I look at this, I definitely feel that your relationship may be going through a challenging time in October. And I'm just going to actually pull a card from the Romance Angels for some advice on how Cancerians who are in a connection, who are in a emotional connection with someone, how they can move forward. So I'm going to pull some cards from the Romance deck here. Um, Spirit, please guide me. Okay, so I get two cards for you, um, chemistry and children, and it tells me that you may need to invest some time in yourself, in the things that fulfill you, in your children, because it looks like they need your attention right now. And they may be quite, you may be in a situation which involves children, and needing to put them first. And I also get the chemistry card, which is about maybe not getting that much alone time with your significant other, and really missing that connection in your life, because being a very loving and amazing energy that Cancerians have, it's their relationship is so important to them. So I'm going to pick another card for you, related to this issue, and this is about keeping an open mind. Maybe the person you're relating with currently in a relationship, they may have a different mindset than you. They may say things a certain way that may not resonate with you, and you may struggle to understand. You may take it personally, whereas they may have a just an opinion. Maybe the person around you has opinions, and you may take it personally. So this is saying keep an open mind, don't jump to conclusions, based on what they're saying or not saying. Instead, let it go. Let it go, and breathe in and connect with your own inner knowing that you are a very sensitive, emotionally sensitive person, and you have moon cycles, and that's what the beauty is of a Cancerian, is that deep emotional intensity. I won't have it changed for any reason, because I really appreciate the Cancerians in my life. I myself have a Cancerian moon. So I think being that emotionally sensitive person makes you so interesting and so, lovable, actually. So, don't be too hard on yourself, but do take care of yourself. Recognize your emotional fluxes and your emotional moon cycle, and perhaps do something that nurtures your moon cycle and helps you to feel better. And then that will also help your relationship, because it seems that you're in a very committed connection. Um, that those are the energies for the general audience right now. Of course, this will not hold true for every Cancerian here. Um, and so these are again general energies about the energies for October for Cancerians. Now I'm going to pull a few cards for people who see themselves as single, who are not currently in a committed relationship or any relationship as such, and who may be, interested in knowing what love forecast can come for them. So um, I am going to tune in for deck number one, which is the small deck here. So if you have chosen deck number one, then you're going to find that this is the okay. So this is about singles, and for singles, I see right away that you're very intuitive, very deeply sensitive, and very attractive. Like a lot of people are attracted to your beautiful, feminine, soulful energy. However, there seems to be somebody around you who's waiting to approach you, who's not quite sure if they should approach you. They almost seem a little bit scared. It they're watching you from a distance. They may be watching you on social media. They may be, chatting with you a little bit, but they're not quite approaching you. Um, and you may, for them, you may be coming across as somebody who really needs to stand strong in her boundaries, and that her or his boundaries, like you may be coming across as somebody who really needs to have the last word, as somebody who's very strong, and or this could also mean that there is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, involved, also, who may be looking, and kind of figuring out if they can approach you. You're standing on higher ground, so you may feel like they're not interested in you, and you may be very much driven by your values, and they see that and they are interested. So this is the energy for October, that they are interested. However, they may not be approaching you or saying anything, because if you know, they don't really want to be, slammed away with that big wand. So they're sort of just, watching carefully, and kind of seeing if there's any chance and making up their mind, and kind of, building up their courage to actually approach you. So that's the energy for single Cancerians in October. And let me see if I can pull a romance card for you for some advice. So here goes. Romance cards. Okay. Stay optimistic about your love life. So maybe you can, lower your guard just a little bit, but and the way to do that is to connect with your soul, and to send out a positive thought, that you are bringing in your soulmate who is compatible with you, and who is the kind of person you'd like to share yourself with. So just putting in a little bit of positive intention out into the universe, as you connect to your divine, inner being. That's the advice. Um, and then let's see if there's one more card for single Cancerians. Yeah, you are going to attract the most amazing person. I also get the codependency card. So be on the lookout for getting too involved too quickly in someone, because that's a sure sign of codependency, falling in love too soon. So, codependency is about really wanting to feel needed, or really loving being needed. But that's fine. We all love to be needed. But codependency is when we absolutely have to be needed, and we need to be needed, which means that we can bring a lot of anxiety into a new situation, into a new connection. So the advice would be to look into feeling happy on your own, by yourself, so that you are able to get to know this person before you get too emotionally attached to them. And this is the advice for October. that you are actually calling in your soulmate. That is what I do here. And there may be a couple of energies. Initially, you may not even think that they could win your heart, but it's about taking it slow and easy, and then eventually figuring out that this can work for both of us. So that's the end of deck number one. And I'm now going to move to deck number two um, for my Cancerians. Um, and this would be love for Cancerians, people who are in a relationship who chose deck number two. And this is for you. I right away I see passion, a new person. Perhaps there is passion in the relationship. This is for people who are in a romantic connection right now, who chose deck number two. So this could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or there could be that energy in their astrological chart. They are very dynamic, very strong. There is a strong energy about them, as leaders, as yeah, I also get the Leo card here. So lots of fire energy for my Cancerians, um, uh, and some passion. Um, okay, so this person could be somebody maybe actually making an offer of marriage. Somebody coming to you who actually wants to settle down into a committed relationship, or you are in a relationship which is leading to a greater level of commitment. I do see that there's a lot of fire around you. So even though you're Cancerian, and there's a lot of fire energy. Maybe you have fire in your chart. Maybe they have fire in their chart. And there's passion in this connection. A lot of passion in this connection. I'm not seeing, the emotional side of things for deck number two. And it may be that this connection is very intense on the passion scale. It's very strong. You're kind of really feeling that this could be the one. But there is there is something that's unclear. So there is a lot of potential because I see the two major arcanas, but it looks like it's a newer connection, or this person may not be following up with action of some kind. So they may be coming in with more like an exploratory energy, even though there is the potential for commitment. They may have a more childlike persona as compared to yours. So there may be some of those things that are going through that connection. And let's check what the romance angels say for deck number two, who are in a relationship right now. So deck number two. Okay, so the wedding, I get the wedding card right away. So there could be a proposal in October. And then let me see whichever the card pulls for you. Whoops. Um, and retreat, honeymoon. So it looks like some of the Cancerians who picked up deck number two are getting married and going away on a honeymoon. And that is just a lovely. Um, and the message is it's safe for you to love. So if you have a lot on your mind, or you have, children, or they have children, or there are other people involved, this is saying it's okay to sort of let everything else go and take some time out to nurture and nourish your own relationship. So this is the advice for deck number two, and I'm going to actually move on to the career part for Cancerians. So the career part is Deck number one. So the careers for deck number one. So deck number one comes back for career, for people waiting for that. Let me, Spirit, please help me to pull a few cards. What are the energies surrounding career in October for Cancerians? So we get the Seven of Cups, hopes and dreams, hopes and dreams. It feels as if you are moving to or thinking of moving to a different career that may have more abundance for you. So there is that you wish for creating more financial abundance for yourself. I get the Seven of Swords, which is also about transitioning or moving to something that is more financially abundant for you. This seems to be a time when you'll be making some choices with regards to your career, the direction in which you want to move. And perhaps some of you may actually be looking for work as well, or hoping to get a better offer than what you have right now. I'm seeing the Five of Pentacles as well, so it's time to maybe take care of your finances, and make sure your books are balanced. So that kind of energy about needing to spend some time, budgeting or taking care of yourself. I again feel that there is dynamic, passionate energy around you. So if you're being called to listen to your calling, something that you feel passionately about, now is a good time actually, because these energies are pretty strong. So we're getting the Sun card for you, the Yes card again, and this is a sign of the Leo person, but it's also about fire energy, the Yes card, the spark that leads to something. So it's maybe, what the biggest message I get from it is to tune into the opposite side. So you're the moon. You definitely channel the moon really easily, but something in your environment, in your energy around your sparking your, kind of igniting you to go towards something that you feel more passionate about, that's more fulfilling for you, and eventually it may lead to a more financial well-being for you. But right now it's just a thought, and it needs to, have some work put into it for you to eventually create the abundance that you're being guided to make right now, because you may be hearing that inner voice telling you. Okay, so that's for deck number one, and career and finance reading. And I'm going to now choose some cards based on my intuition for deck number two for Cancerians. So hang in there if you want me to tell you more. Um, okay, deck number two. Deck number two. Number two for Cancerians. Oh, that's just beautiful. Deck number two. Okay. So new beginnings are coming in for you. You may have a fresh start in the workplace or in the work environment. Some kind of new beginning. Maybe it's a different role for you, but some change happening when it comes to your work environment. I got the Judgment card for you again, a major arcana card, and a time of awakening, time of really listening to your inner voice and inner guidance, and also connecting to your knowing, something renewal. So it could be that your workplace may have been feeling a certain way, but there's a sense of renewal, there's a sense of change that's happened there. You are working on something here that is creative and that is cooperative with other people. There may be a change in the team that you're working in or in the way that you organize your work. So, some kind of a change coming in your career, but I'm not seeing an ending or a major change, but some changes, a sense of renewal in your career is coming in during October for people who chose deck number two. So this is the guidance for Cancerians. If you have any comments or feedback from for me, please post in below, and I look forward to that. If you would like a personal reading or you would like to, connect with me, you can email me, and I really look forward to hearing from you. If any of this resonated, please subscribe. I will be posting readings regularly, and I look forward to connecting with you on a frequent basis. So please go ahead and subscribe and hit subscribe on that feed. So thank you so much and bye now. Oh, okay. I just saw this question come in towards. Okay, let me see. Okay, I am going to actually. So, Geo. Okay, I'm not able to fully expand the screen. So hang on one second as I read your question. Try to read your question because the view is a little strange. Okay, okay. So I'm going to go into a separate tab. So bear with me while I check that out. Um, okay, so I have. So I have. Okay. So I have. Okay, so I am ready now with your question. So I finally was able to read it. So um, I'm drawn to pick this deck to answer your question. Um, okay, so your professional career in real estate. I'm going to draw a couple of cards for you. Take a deep breath and mentally give me permission to connect with your energy. And of course, if you want a more in depth reading, then I do suggest that you get in touch with me on email. So, and I will tell you, okay, professional career towards real estate. Okay. It looks like you're completing something. Maybe you're completing your training. There's a major change that's happening for you, a time of letting go of something from your past. And then, okay, what else can we know about the career? So, your past career seems to be, kind of changing, or you're ending or wanting to end that association. I see that you may have been going through a time when you were really worried about it. Um, I do pick up some disappointment cards related to something in your past. So you're kind of letting go of something that was really holding your energy in the past. That's what I'm picking up. Those are the cards that are coming up for you. When it comes to the career, it's like that. Uh, the message that I'm drawn to give you is that time is now over. Of disappointment and grief and feeling like you're really struggling. There's conflict. That kind of time is over because we're getting two major cards here. The world, which is about expansion, really expanding, really completing some learning cycles. So if you've had a rough time in the last while with your career, it looks like it's getting better. And then Ten of Pentacles has come up for you. Usually, I don't pick more than one or two cards, but this energy was pretty strong. So I've gone ahead and picked a few cards to tell you a story. So this is about Ten of Pentacles, which is about connecting to a sense of abundance, to a sense of having enough, to having a home, having a great business, and abundance coming in for you. So this is what I'm getting for you. Um, just to let you know if this resonated, if you want a private reading, you can connect with me. I also do take donations, so if that's something that appeals to you, you can do that as well. So this is what I see, about your new professional career, a time of letting go of the old, and of embracing the possibilities. So in the long run, it's going to be better. In the short run, you may face some disappointments, you may face some stuff, but just stick to it, and in the long run, you're going to find a lot of success and realization of your goals. So stay very, very present, stay hopeful, stay positive, okay, for this one. Um, okay, so I am now going to end the stream and I would love to get your feedback, how that reading was for you. Thank you. Bye.